You might on your travels out and about have come across this, which is silverweed. And you can see why it's known as silverweed, because look how silvery it is. And if you look underneath the leaf, it's beautifully soft. And you can see it's growing everywhere, coming up through the stones here. And it's in flower at the moment. This is June. You can see the little yellow flower coming up here. There's absolutely tons of it all along this little gravel car park. So it's one that probably gets overlooked quite a lot. And we would look at it and think, what's that? You know, it's growing here underneath a lovely rowan tree. And this is a rowan tree that features another one of my videos. It's a nice little spot, actually. So having a look now, you might think this leaf shape reminds you a bit of agrimony. You can see this kind of tusked edging, and in between the bigger leaves you've got these kind of smaller leaves, and then the stem goes right down like that. It's not very tall growing, you can see, and the flowers, have a look, are a bit like buttercup. These are quite interesting actually, because you wouldn't want to eat buttercups. This, however, is something, it's from the rose family. So the rose family is known for being quite medicinal and astringent, and silverweed's quite the same. It's a very astringent plant. So people probably don't use this as much now because there's so many medicines that we know of in nature that we tend to stick to the ones maybe that we know more of. Do we want to attempt to work with ones we don't know about? This actually would make a really nice gargle for sore throats because of the astringency, and you could just take the leaves and infuse those and make it gargle. Also one for a wash for sunburn. Now, one thing that silverweed's known for is its roots. So if you were going down here, dig up the roots. These were known as a food source and taste a bit like sweet potatoes. Obviously you've got to be careful where you're digging up plants, because you're not supposed to be doing that unless it's your own land or you've got the landowner's permission, but there's quite a few plants where you'd be looking at digging up roots and using those for food. So silverweed is one of those. It's a fantastic looking plant. Look at that. It's gorgeously coloured. I say it's from the rose family, and the name is potentilla, which means little powerful one, which I think is fantastic. And it's a bit like cinquefoil, if you see that, the flowers. Cinquefoil is sort of more five kind of petals. But yeah, it's very reminiscent of things like meadowsweet and agrimony, that same soft leaf. Yeah, silverweed, I absolutely think it's gorgeous. It's a really, really like little hardy plant, just growing up here. You can see all the way along the track there. Absolutely lovely.